Hello students. With next noise analysis, we perform for an amplitude modulation system using an envelope detector in the receiver, as shown in the figure. In AM signal, both sidebands and carrier wave are transmitted, as shown in this equation. So, this is the block diagram of the AM receiver signal. First, from antenna we will receive AM signal and the AWGN noise will be added to the signal. After that, there is a band pass filter, and after that, there is a envelope detector used for the demodulation process of the AM signal. So, now see the characteristics of this band pass filter. The frequency range of this band pass filter is same as the frequency range of our AM signal. What is the spectrum of our AM signal? That is from Fc minus W to Fc plus W, and there will be a one more signal or impulse at frequency Fc. Okay, it means this AM signal will pass through this band pass filter. Okay, now next, now what we are going to do? We are going to calculate figure of merit in case of DSP with carrier receiver. So, what we need to calculate? The input signal to noise ratio and output signal to noise ratio. So, first we will calculate the average power of signal at the input, signal power. That is simply what will be the power of this signal. What is the power of the signal? First expression is AC cos 2 pi into Fc into t. This is simply sinusoidal signal. What will be the power of signal? AC square by 2. And the second term is also sinusoidal. What will be the power? Simply amplitude square by 2. What will be the power of MT? That is simply m square t bar. In the expression, what is K? K is the constant that determines the percentage modulation, as we already discussed in the class. If we assume P as the power of MT, then what will be the expression comes as? Expression will look like this. Now we need to find input noise power. Input noise power in DSP-SC is eta into W, means the power of noise in message bandwidth is eta W. We have already calculated. You can see in the last video. So what will be the input signal to noise ratio? That comes as this equation. Now what we need to calculate? Now we will calculate the signal xt that will be given as input to the envelope detector. What will be xt? Xt will be simply st plus nt. What is will be the nt? Nt is when white noise will pass through the band pass filter, that comes as narrow banded noise. Or you all know what is narrow banded noise? Is represented as this equation. Then what will be the output? Output will be xt is equal to st plus nt. Just write in this manner. Now xt will be given as input to the envelope detector. What envelope detector does? Envelope detector simply gives the envelope of the signal. So if we have expression like this, what will be the envelope of this signal? Suppose we have any signal xt, a cos omega ct minus b sin omega ct. What will be the envelope of this signal? That is simply square root of a square plus b square. Then this is same as this equation. What will be the envelope of the signal? Square root of a square plus b square. We can, as I already told you in class, in envelope detector simply detects the envelope, nothing else. So we can see this thing also by the phasor diagram of this equation. What will be the phasor diagram? These two expression will be represented as AC 1 plus K into MT. The next term is Ni into T. Then next term is 90-degree phase shift of this cos 2 pi FCT. Then we will calculate the resultant. What will be this resultant? Square root of this signal square plus square of this signal square plus square of this signal square. So this is some complex expression. We can simplify using one thing. Suppose or when the average carrier power is large compared with the noise power, then the term AC 1 plus K into MT will be large compared to the noise terms NIT and NQT. Why? Because if signal power is more, means what was our signal? AC. This is our signal, na? If the power is more, means the value of signal is more. Then, so what can we do? We can neglect this term. Then what will be the output? Output comes as Yt is equal to AC plus AC into K into MT plus NIT. NIT is the in phase component of noise. AC is and AC is what? Carrier amplitude, and this expression contains MT, means it will contain output signal power. Now you can see what was the expression? Our AM modulated expression, AC 1 plus K into MT into cos of 2 pi into FC into T. What the first expression is? AC into cos of omega CT. So what envelope detector does? It simply takes the envelope of signal. What will be the envelope of AC cos 2 pi FCT? That is AC. After that, the envelope of the rest of the signal is AC into K into MT. And third term is NIT, the noise which is added in the system throughout the channel. Now we can easily now we can easily out this carrier signal, yeah, carrier amplitude. This is simply a constant, a DC value. This can be removed by using blocking capacitor. Capacitor removes DC. So at now what will be the output? The output will be comes as this. This signal gives the signal power, and this other term will give the noise power. What will be the signal power? Now the power of the signal is simply amplitude is value square, x square into k square into m square t into bar. So that is equal to, so how do we find this? Let us see in this. What will be the power? This is the signal AC into K into MT. If we have signal xt, what is the power? 1 upon T, limits integration 0 to T, mod of xt square. So in this case, xt is AC into K into MT. What will be expression? 1 upon T, 0 to T, AC into K into MT ka square into dt. Now this is constant. This we will take out, and after that 1 upon T, 0 to T, m square T dt. We do not know about what is MT, so we are not able to find this power. So this is simply the mean square value of MT. So expression will come as AC square into K square into m square T bar. So by using this method, we can find the power of any signal. So now the second thing is output noise power. How we will calculate output noise power? Simply the noise expression is NIT, in phase component of noise. What will be the power? Simply as here we do not know about MT. Here we do not know NIT. Simply the mean square value of this signal. And next, in case of DSB-SC, we already find the output noise power that comes as 2 into eta into omega. Now we can find output signal to noise ratio that comes as this expression. Now, what is our next task? To find the figure of merit. What will be the figure of merit? That is signal to noise ratio at output divided by signal to noise ratio at input. Where the expression comes as this, it's the value of this figure of merit is always less than 1. Okay, this equation holds only when these two conditions are satisfied. First, what we have assumed? We have assumed the average noise power is small compared to average carrier power at the envelope detector input. Or you can say that the signal power is more than the noise power. And the second term is the amplitude sensitivity parameter K should be less or equal to 1. Or if we talk about the percentage, then it should be less or equal to 100%. Next, it means the noise performance of full AM receiver is always inferior to the DSB-SC receiver. Figure of merit of AM receiver is always less than 1. So I think you all are getting. So next, let us take a special case of this. If suppose MT is simply AM cos omega MT, MT is having single frequency, single tone expression, then what will be the AM modulated wave? AC 1 plus K into AM into cos of 2 pi f MT into cos of omega CT. Now consider this term as mu. This is mu modulation index K into AM. The two terms modulation index and percentage modulation both are the almost the same. Percentage modulation is the just we multiply the modulation index by 100, then we will get modulation percentage modulation. So now we will find the figure of merit in case of single tone modulation. Single tone means only one frequency is present. What will be the figure of merit? Just put the power of MTS AM square by 2. So here again put the value of K in this. What will be the output? Mu square upon 2 square plus 2 plus mu square. What is mu? Mu is the modulation index. So as I already told you in class when we was in AM demodulation, when we demodulate our AM signal using envelope detector, then there is some restriction on mu. Mu should be less or equal to 1. After that, we can get our message signal in a right manner. So mu should be less or equal to 1. So if we are taking the maximum value of mu, then means 100% modulation. So what will be the gamma? Gamma will be 1 by 3. The maximum figure of merit in case of AM receiver, while we are demodulating that AM wave using envelope detector, is 1 by 3 or always less than 1. So this is all about the noise in AM receiver. So now let us do some example related with this. Okay, the question is on the screen. A message signal band limited to 10 kilohertz is transmitted through channel after modulation. A signal is band limited to 10 kilohertz means the the maximum frequency of message signal is FM is 10 kilohertz. FM, or you can say W. All the previous lecture we have used the message band limited frequency as omega. Okay? So omega is 10 kilohertz. The power loss in the channel is 40 dB, and double-sided noise power spectral density is given by 10 to the power minus 10 watt per hertz. As we all know, the power spectral density of white noise is eta by 2, constant throughout the all the frequencies. Now, what we need to find the transmitted power required to get output signal to noise ratio of 50 dB. If modulation scheme used is first DSBSC, second AM with modulation index is equal to 1, and third the FM with modulation index is equal to 4. Now let us start. You can try it by yourself also. So let us start. What we have given, the double-sided noise power spectral density. Double-sided power spectral density is represented by eta by 2. Then what will be the eta? Simply 2 into 10 to the power minus 10 watts per hertz. If whenever in the question like double-sided power spectral density, you will treat it as eta by 2. Now, this is expression transmitter. There is a receiver. We will transmit signal from there using some with some amount of power. In the channel, there is some loss occurs. After that, the signal received at the receiver, and we get at the output. In this case, we need 50 dB SNR at the output. 50 dB signal to noise ratio output. The power in dB is represented as 10 log. If we have 2 watt of power, then in dB that will be 10 log 2. But if you talk about the gain as voltage gain and current gain, then to convert this signal into dB, you use 20 log. But in case of power, you use 10 log. Okay. So we want a 50 dB as, signal to noise ratio at output. Suppose if there is no power loss, then whatever you have transmitted, whatever amount of power you have transmitted, that will come to this receiver. But there is a power loss in the channel. That loss is 40 dB. Now, what will be this signal? This signal will be transmitted power minus whatever is the loss in the channel. This signal power will be power transmitted minus loss. What is this is a dB? How do we write in this expression? 10 log of SI is equal to 10 log PT minus 10 log of path loss. Then SI will be transmitted power upon path loss. So from here, transmitted power will be input signal power into path loss. Now we know in case of DSBSC, what is figure of merit? That is 1. Means signal to noise ratio at output is equal to signal to noise ratio at input. What will be now? From here we can find SI at the input of the receiver. What will be this? S naught upon N naught into Ni. What is Ni? In case of DSPSC, what the input noise power is? Eta into omega. That comes as 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 watt. Now we can find SI. Now what will be the transmitted power? Simply SI into path loss. SI is what will be the 2 into 10 to the power 6 is noise power PL, and what is 10 to the power 5? 10 to the power 5, we want 50 dB. We will, when you convert it into, what is this is given as When you look convert it from dB, then it will come as 10 to the power 5. Then transmitted power comes as zero point 0.2 into 10 to the power 4, means 2 kilowatt. Now you can see, if you are transmitting 2 kilowatt power from the transmitter, then what we were achieving it at receiver? Simply 0.2 watt. This is this difference because of the channel loss. In second case, you can also try. In second case, the modulation scheme is AM and with mu is equal to 1. Then we have also calculated figure of merit in case of AM. Figure of merit in case of AM was, when using we have given mu as a 1, figure of merit will be 1 by 3. S naught upon N naught will be equal to the 1 by 3 input signal to noise ratio. What will be the SI? 3 times this expression. S naught by N naught will be 10 to the power 5. N input we have already calculated in before, 20 to the power minus 6. This comes as 0.6 watt. Transmitted power, simply signal into path loss, 10 to the power into this 6 kilowatt. Means we are transmitting 6 kilowatt from the transmitter, and at the receiver we are getting 0.6 watt at the receiver input. We are losing some power. Third case, FM with beta is equal to 4. We know the modulation index in FM is beta, that is del F by FM. That is given as 4, and figure of merit in FM comes as 3 by 2 beta square. What is this? 24. Means signal to noise ratio will be 24 times signal to noise ratio at input. We can calculate SI from this. What will be the transmitted power? Signal into path loss, means it is 3.3 watt power. This power we have sent from the transmitter. Okay, you can try more example in AM receiver with presence of noise. So that's it. Thank you.